अस्सलामु अलैकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू। रब्बि इश्रह ली सदरी व यस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली। Let me first adjust the camera. I'm here to begin the sixth lesson, the sixth poem of from Flamingo textbook. The name of the poem is Aunt Jennifer Tiger, and I think this is going to be the last and final poem of this textbook. Then after we'll get rid of this textbook, because I have almost taught you the last lesson. I have taught you the last lesson: Lost Spring, Deep Water, The Red Trap, Indigo, My Mother at 66, Elementary School, In Classroom in a Slum, Keeping Quiet, A Thing of Beauty, and Aunt Jennifer Tiger. So this is the last poem from Flamingo textbook. I would request all the students to have the textbook in your hand so you can understand well. This poem is written by Andrina Rich. Very easy poem to understand. Andrina Rich, she's a feminist, and most of her poems deal with the problem faced by women after marriage, after marital life, after married life. So let us discuss this poem. Right, I would request all the students to have the textbook in your hands. Before I discuss this poem with you, let me share with you the summary of this poem. This poem is about Aunt Jennifer. Aunt Jennifer is a woman who was tortured and subjugated by her husband too much, and she was tired of her married life. She had to face much hardship. She was then living her life in very deplorable, pitiable, and very sorrowful condition. She had it after married life, and she was not able to carry the burden of marriage in her life, and she wanted to live her life like a tiger. She had expressed her desire. She had expressed her desire to live her life like a tiger by knitting or by drawing a picture of tiger on her tapestry. So this is the poem about, but let me share with you the summary of this poem so you can understand well. The poet expresses the inner feeling of a woman, Aunt Jennifer. The aunt is embroidering a motif comprising of energetic, fearless tigers moving freely around bright greenery. Right? The tiger that she had knitted is fearless, right? Is energetic and very brave. By this way, she had expressed her desire to live her life like this way. She is living a life of submissive to her husband's command. Her acts are dominated by him, and she fears him constantly. The pattern of the free and fearless tiger reflects her inner desire to live a free and fearless life. The tigers are graceful, elegant, and bright, which is already given. They pace in sleek, chivalric, and certainty. The Aunt Jennifer finger tremble as she embroiders. She is old but still fears her husband. She doesn't enjoy the freedom to do anything as per her wish. She is scared doing the embroidery too and fears his wrath. Since the day she got married, she has been fulfilling the demands of her husband. The wedding ring on her hand is a constant reminder that she belonged to her husband. The burden of the demanding marriage has exhausted her. The torment will not end until her death. Even after her death, the ring will remain on her hand, and she will never be free. On the other hand, the tiger that she is embroidering will continue to move around freely forever. Her desire to freedom and fearlessness will live on through her tigers. This is the summary which I have already shared with you. Now let me tell you about Andrina Rich, born in 1929 in Baltimore, Maryland, USA. I think that girl also born in that area, Baltimore. I forget the name of that protagonist. Anyway, Andrina reached 1929 and died 2012, just before 8 years before. American poet, Asian feminist, one of the most widely read and influenced poet of the second half of the 20th century. She talks about women's experience in her married life. She has tried to explore the inner feelings of a woman who is living under the dominance of man. Let's read it. The first stanza of this poem. And Jennifer Tiger prance across the screen, bright topaz, denizens of a world of green. They do not fear the man beneath the tree. They pace in sleek and chivalric certainty. So first rhyming scheme that is used by the poet is screen, green, AA, tree, and certainty, BB. So A and B means AA, BB. The first stanza. Let us find poetic device used by the poet. Bright topaz, denizen of a world of green. Tiber has been compared with yellowish color topaz. So metaphor is over here. Then okay. In the very first stanza, now let me explain you. Aunt Jennifer Tiger's prance across the screen. Now Aunt Jennifer sees there knitting a tiger on tapestry on piece of clothes, and she has shown and she has portrayed or she had knitted the tiger in a such a way as if he's jumping. Prance means jumping across the screen, across the tapestry. And what type of tiger it is? The tiger is bright topaz denizen. Bright topaz denizen. It is the color of the tiger. It is the bright and yellowish in color. Denizen means citizen, not citizen, resident. Bright topaz, resident of world of green. They are there. Yes, the background of forest is also there on that piece of cloth, on tapestry. And it is portrayed, she has portrayed the picture of tiger, or she has knitted the picture of tiger in such a way that the tiger is jumping, and he is a resident of that forest. They do not fear the man beneath the tree. Yeah, there is a picture of tree also, and there are some men who are there under the tree, and these tigers are not afraid of this man. These tigers are not afraid of men standing or under the tree. They pace in sleek chivalric certainty. They pace, they move. Pace means move. They move in sleek, glossy and smooth. Chivalric, brave and honorable. They pace in a very smooth and in a very brave way, and with full of confidence. Certainty means full of confidence. So these tigers are not afraid of men. They walk so peacefully. They walk so beautifully. They walk confidently without having any kind of fear. They pace in sleek, chivalric certainty. So these tiger movement with grace, elegance, and confidence. This tiger movement with grace, elegance, and confidence. So in the very first stanza, the poet talks about the tiger, right? And Jennifer wants to live her, she has expressed her wish to live her life like a tiger, but she was not able to do it. Now let me explain in a nutshell. The poet is talking about lady whom she addresses Aunt Jennifer. She is embroidering a piece of cloth. It could be a tablecloth or wall hanging. It can be anything. The pattern shows tigers who are moving and jumping around all over the fabric. They are bright yellow in color, like the color of the topaz stone. Use of metaphor. Yes. The dense green forest background is their home. They are the proud and fearless citizen of the forest. Here is a contrast between Aunt Jennifer's and her tiger. The tiger are fearless, but this lady who is embroidering them is not so. The poet is describing a lady whom she addresses as Aunt Jennifer. She says that Aunt Jennifer is doing embroidery on piece of clothes, which could be a tablecloth or wall hanging. She has designed it with a beautiful tiger which are running fearlessly in the green forest. She has described their beauty by comparing them with a precious yellow stone known as topaz. She says that they appear bright yellow in the green backdrop of the forest. They are fearless and they are not affected by the presence of man. Here we can sense the contrast of behavior between the tigers and the ant. Though the tiger designed by her are fearless, but she herself is afraid of her husband. Further, the poet says that the tiger are proud and fearless citizens of the forest. They are very shiny and elegant. This is the explanation of the first stanza. Hope you must have understood it. If you have any query, you can contact me. And Jennifer's finger fluttering through her wool. And Jennifer finger fluttering, FF is alliteration. And Jennifer fingers fluttering through her wool, find even the ivory needle hard to pull. The massive weight of uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. So poetic device, rhyming scheme that is used by the poet is wool and pull, AA, band and hand, BB. So AA, BB, once again AA and BB. Rhyme poetic device is used by the poet is finger fluttering is alliteration, FF is repeated. Now explanation of the second stanza of the poem. And Jennifer finger fluttering through her wool. When she was knitting with the help of needle, a tiger on the tapestry, on a piece of clothes, her even hands were shaking. Her hands were shaking, trembling, maybe because she is that much weak, and maybe she is that much afraid. She was that much scared of her husband. Find it even the ivory needle hard to pull. She even find it difficult to pull the needle. She is that much weak. The massive weight of her uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. Yeah, the massive weight of uncle's wedding band. She was given very long before a ring by her husband, right? And the ring that she had it on her finger, she is not able to carry the burden of that ring on her finger, right? It means she is not able to carry the burden. She is not able to carry the torture or deplorable condition of her life after marriage, and she is not able to carry the burden of her marital life. Sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand means she had been that much subjugated and tortured and exploited by her husband. As a result, she wanted to get rid of her married life, right? A ring that was given by her husband or maybe by uncle is the ring that was given by her husband or by her uncle is she is not able to carry that burden of that ring that on her finger. Let me explain you in a nutshell. The lady's fingers are trembling with fear of her husband. Number one, she is pursuing her hobby in her free time, but probably she is still afraid of her husband who could scold her. Right? This can be also be the explanation. Her fingers are so tired of working endlessly all her life. The needle is also heavy for her to pull out of the clothes. The words uncle's wedding band, as the band was bought by her husband, it is his till today. The lady is dependent on her husband. She is still burdened by the weight of the ring. Weight means the encirclement or the trapping that she had fallen upon her by getting married to him. She has been burdened by the obligation of married life. She has become man property. She has been living a demanding life due to which she was worn out in her old age. Here the poet describes the fear of Aunt Jennifer towards her husband. She says that while she is doing embroidery, her fingers are quivering, shaking with fear of her husband. Her husband doesn't approve of her hobby of embroidery. That can be one explanation. Therefore, she trembles while she is embroidering the piece of cloth. It has become difficult for her to pull her needle up and down. Then she describes the wedding ring which was given by uncle or by husband to Aunt and Jennifer on the wedding day. She says that it is a kind of burden for her to wear this ring. She has been tortured by her husband so much that the wedding ring, which could have been a beautiful gift for her, seems like a burden to her. She has faced so many difficulties in her married life the little ring is described as a heavy band on her trembling finger. This means that the ring is associated with some bad experience in the form of torture she had faced because of her husband's dominating behavior. I would begin the third video. I will begin the second video from the third stanza, inshallah, and I will discuss the question answer in the very next video. Thank you for watching this video. Jazakallahu khair. Allah Hafiz.